This video sees us take a look at a truly unique piece of modern warfare heritage. A fake street built for urban combat training located in Kent, England. But to best understand this place, we have to first take a trip to Belfast. Belfast is historically known for a number of reasons, including having some of the greatest shipyards in the world that built ships such as the Titanic. But also, its modern history is overshadowed by the Troubles, and signs of unrest are still present today, including motifs showing support for the terrorist groups the IRA and UVF, and they're still found in everyday places. We visited a number of historical sites to give us some context, including the Crumlin Road Jail, responsible for imprisoning those involved in the violence, such as the hunger striker Bobby Sands. Over the road lies the abandoned Crumlin Road Courthouse, where prisoners would be sentenced and sent to the prison via a tunnel under the road. We didn't bother exploring this, as it is burnt out inside following an arson attack. The Shankill area is famously associated with the political unrest, and after walking through the Loyalist estate, we came to the Peace Wall. Resembling 1980s Berlin, these walls prevent two adjacent neighbourhoods from attacking each other, and before the Good Friday Agreement, this area would have been a war zone, involving both local militia and British troops. These gates are currently open, but they still close when tensions heighten from time to time. Crossing to the Republican side, we found Cooper Street. This may have once looked very different following the redevelopment of war-torn areas. So how does this link to Kent in England? Well, the Cooper Street and lane seen here was based on those streets in Belfast. Here, Royal Engineers would have trained to tackle the IRA's explosives before being deployed. This is the story of how we discovered and explored this fascinating location. We decided to first explore under the cover of darkness, using a red light to keep a lower profile. Cooper Street lies amongst a recently closed military training camp, and the remains of exercises are obvious. Whilst the land was sold not long ago to a housing developer, it is still very difficult to reach. But eventually, we made it.
And there's one of the IRA imitation murals.
The houses here were fully furnished but never once lived in, built to be as realistic as possible. So let's take a look inside.
Very eerie place, this. But there it is, pretty cool that. Sort of done up like a sort of 1960s semi-detached house, I suppose. Not much of note in here. Quite a big room there. And let's head down. There's a few dummy 9mm bullets knocking around here. Used.
Strolling the empty house, it was hard to believe that this was all built simply for show.
what's in there?
Oh, so there's no bathroom.
Trooper Kinkberry. Whoever that was. The kitchen, that's cool. There's the outside.
We returned in the daytime after becoming more familiar with the place. The decaying ghost town soon emerged through the trees. This eerie relic was constructed in the 1960s or 70s when the Royal School of Military Engineering and Bomb Disposal took over the former ammunition depot. These houses were designed to resemble a typical street in Belfast, complete with a mural displaying the names of hunger strikers. You quickly forget where and when you are. The houses were properly constructed by Royal Engineers personnel and fully furnished with accompanying gardens, garages and an alleyway. There was once even cars and phone boxes. Soldiers would have conducted search and clear training, sweeping through these buildings, learning to check for various types of improvised and acquired explosives and booby traps that the IRA might have used. The street likely saw continued use into the 21st century in light of the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. We took a look inside another property. Whilst the furniture had been stripped, even from the inside they are very convincing models. They even had proper bathrooms plumbed in. Blank ammunition and dummy grenades littering the site are a stark reminder that this place was used for the real deal, even recently.
Cheers.
We came to another imitation residential complex, a terrace named Newry Road after an area of intense fighting during the Troubles in 1993. Whilst probably built at the latter end of the Troubles, this complex is associated mostly with modern warfare in Iraq and Afghanistan. It was likely refitted as the threat of terrorism evolved into a global conflict. It is rare that we get to explore a military site with such recent relevance, making this place quite special. If it couldn't be made clearer, there was still a water-damaged poster of Bin Laden's face in Arabic pasted to the fence. The history of this camp spans back over 100 years before the IRA or Al-Qaeda existed. It started life as a Royal Naval Ordnance Depot where explosives could be kept and transported via rail. These are the original magazines which now sit neglected. The future of the site is unclear. With over a century of vibrant activity and ordnance contamination, it is likely the cost of redevelopment has off-put its new owner. For now, only nature inhabits this incredible military ghost town, shaped by the ever-changing face of war.